Well, greetings and salutations. This is Rick. I hope you're having a great day. Right, I'm on my holidays. I've come to Wales. We're near a place called Newport, which is not the main city of Newport, but Newport in Pembrokeshire, which is on the Pembrokeshire west coast. And I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see in front of you. There's the sea. It's all looking a bit bleak at the moment. Looking a bit. The weather's looking a bit Welsh. Very sort of rainy. Although it's quite muggy today. So I'm not sure. Apparently we're in for a heat wave later this week. So that's going to be interesting. Anyway, we arrived yesterday. Today's Sunday, and I'm just literally going to take a little drive around and see what's what. I don't know. I sort of do know this area because we stayed near here before, but I'm just going to have a little drive around. I'm basically scouting out places to film because I'm here to gather some stock footage. Let's just get onto the road. I know some schools have started to break up now for the summer holidays. Locally, our schools back at home, I think they've still got another week to go. But I know the traffic was very light on the way down here, even though it took us 4 hours. The traffic was very, very light. You know, we didn't have all that holiday traffic, which we sometimes get if you're driving out to a holiday destination on a Saturday. So yeah, we've rented a house. We've got a house. There's 4 of us, and we've rented a little house. It's a little detached house, quite nice. But to be honest, I'm a little bit disappointed with it because is this kind of going to let me go? Yes, he is. It's a little bit. It was probably one of the most expensive houses that we've rented so far, and it's probably the least nice. Everything about it is. I mean, it's basic. It's functional. It's got all the bits that we need, but it's all looking very tired. It's not particularly clean. Oh, okay. Is it gonna? We flashed each other at the same time. But yeah, it's one of those places. I think I don't know the circumstances of it, but I'm staying in the very top bedroom. I think it was like an extension that they put on, and I've got to kind of stoop to not hit my head on all the beams and everything. It's very tight down there. Okay, and I've got to remember we're in Wales, so there we go. Speed camera warning. I think I'm going to go this way. So I'm basically on the lookout for things like fish and chip shops, places we can get a bite to eat. There's a little pub there that we had fish and chips from yesterday. Takeaway fish and chips for 4 was nearly £40. That was really expensive. So looks like we got a bit of a choked up road here. I think I'll just wait for this bus here, I think. I'm not sure what the sat-nav's offering. Let's have a quick look. Just waiting for this bus. Is he coming? There he is, yeah. Right. It's very tight round here. There we go. Ooh. Squeeze in on the street. I'm going to have to go up on the curb here, I think. There we go. That's tight. There's a few little shops and things, little gift shops. Youth hostel down there. Man, this is tight. Brick walls everywhere, so you don't really want to be getting too close to them. More speed cameras, 30 mile an hour. Treyeth Beach down there. Can go and look at the beach at some point. So 30 mile an hour into national speed limit. That little sign there, that means I can do 60 if I want. Not sure where I'm going. I'm literally just scouting the area. I would like to see something of the coast. I think I'm going to kind of hug the coast if I can, and so we'll go. You know, I'll keep sort of left if possible. Yeah, I haven't put a video up for a couple of weeks now, isn't it? I've been a little bit overdue for a video. That's mainly because not a lot's been happening in Rick World. I've been having a kind of another quiet sort of time, so not a lot going on in Rick World. And so when there's not a lot going on, I tend not to make videos because I don't really like making videos about nothing. You know, making videos for the sake of them, I don't know, it just kind of goes against the grain a little bit with me. All sorts of things happening in the world right now. The world's looking like a more, well, certainly more interesting place at the moment. What with all those all sorts of horrible attacks going on over in France, and the Turkey nearly being taken over by a coup, and all sorts of other things. I tend not to watch a lot of the news, if I'm honest, but oh, Nevern, that's where we stayed before, down there. But yeah, one of the things I tend to do these days is just not watch too much of the news, because it kind of puts you in that negative place, you know. And to be honest, I kind of like just living in my happy little world. I sort of shut myself off to all the bad stuff out there. And I think it's a really good way to stay positive. Right, 250 yards, there's a thing. I'm going to check it out. Also going to have a quick look at the map, see exactly where we are. Right, there's a little picnic site there. Well, I'm not sure I'd want a picnic right by the side of a road. Let's have a quick look where we are. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to aim for, in fact I'm going to take this next left, and I'm going to aim for a place called Moyle Grove. There we go, Cardigan. There you go, I'll select that. Moyle Grove City Centre is a tiny little dot on the map, but I'll take it. So let's go to City Centre, and that should take us there. So we'll select fastest route. I'm going to turn the sat nav off, the air conditioning off now, because it's getting chilly. Okay, follow the road. Let's go to Moyle Grove. Should take me on a left turn at some point very soon. But one of the things I love about Wales is because it's raining quite often, it's always a very, very green and pleasant land here. And there are a lot of very sort of Shire-esque places, you know, a lot of the greenery and a lot of the valleys and the fields and everything. They all look very, very, very Shire-esque. I know I actually live not far from the Cotswolds, which is also very Shire-esque. But Wales does seem to be particularly more Shire-esque than the Cotswolds in places. Right, gotta go here. So, oh dear, unsuitable for heavy goods vehicles. Okay, this will be fun, as I'm in a van. Let's put some lights on. Oh, it's very dark. Wow, I need some of my headlights on. This is a very steep road. I'm not sure the camera's going to be demonstrating that, but I'm going up a, I don't know, a very, very steep incline right now. I'm second gear. Oh, this is a long climb. So this is basically going up the side of a valley by the looks of it. Got a sheer drop that side. So Kevin will be glad that he's not here with me right now, because he's not thrilled about drops by his the side of the van. I found that out last year. But ideally, if we can get a sunny day, anything with, you know, canopies and stuff, you get the beams of light coming through, will look awesome, and that's what we're here for. Hopefully we can grab a couple of sunny days where we can just get out and get lots of filming done, basically for the other channel. I was still climbing. I wouldn't want to meet something big coming the other way on that hill. That's quite scary, actually. I remember coming to Wales once in the winter, and I climbed up a hill like that, and there was ice and frost around, and I was actually wheel spinning in parts of it. It was terrifying, really terrifying, because at some points the van was almost going backwards, even though the wheels were going forwards. It's nice to be driving around some roads that are sort of not known to me. I've got so sort of used to the area I live in and the Cotswolds and everything. It's quite nice to have a change of scenery. Of course, now I'm here in Wales, I expect I'll be pondering the idea of moving out here again. I came here the first time a couple of years ago, kind of got sort of clued into the idea of perhaps moving here. There's a car coming, I'll wait here for him. Then the second time I came here, I fell in love with the idea of moving here. And then the third time, I got caught for speeding in North Wales and suddenly hated the place. But this is sort of South Wales, so I don't think the police are quite so hot down here, but I think they're still fairly hot on the speeding motorists. Ooh. Unsuitable for long vehicles. Ooh, okay. Landadoch St Domagals that way, or back home that way. So let's go this way. Unsuitable for long vehicles. Well, this is a long wheelbase. That might get interesting. So we're now in no, I can't. I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce that. Okay, here we go. Right, so we've got a 20% incline. This is going to be interesting. A steep hill. Out the way, you pigeon. Alright, I think I'll need some engine braking with this. Nice little place to live, though. Nice little houses round here. There's an empty one there. They're all very friendly round here, you know. I went on my little walk yesterday down the hill, and I must have had about I only passed about 4 people, and they all said hello, and that's really nice. There we go, we're out of the fog now. That's to a place that looks pretty tight. I'm not going to go there, I don't think. Yeah, back home, people just don't do that. That's very pretty around here. Lovely houses. Right, first gear. Oh, It's a lovely little road. I'm glad I came down here now. Looks like we're going back up a hill again. Really steep one. Yeah, back home it's if you say hello to someone, if you pass them in the street, they're likely to punch you. So it's not a great place to live. And when you come to places like this and everybody's just kind of friendly and relatively laid back, I'm going to need first gear for this. Whoa! It's quite a nice, pleasant surprise. Well, it's not a surprise. Well, I suppose it's a little bit of a surprise, but it's very pleasant. This is really steep. Oh, good grief! First gear. Come on. I thought I was going to end up wheel spinning there. That was tight. You're probably not getting just how steep this is. Because you're on a big wide angle there, it's all going to seem a little bit flat, but trust me, this is really steep. I bet you guys in America like these roads because it doesn't feel like you're on the wrong side of the road. It just feels like you got one single track, and that's your lot. I remember driving across the Isle of Mull once. That's a little island up in the Hebridean Islands of Scotland, on the west coast of Scotland, and it took a full day. It must have been 8 or 9 hours to drive across, and it's only actually a little island. But because all the roads were like this, and you couldn't see around the next bend, you were literally doing it at 10, 15 miles an hour, and that was I was exhausted at the end of it because you had to concentrate so much. That was a cracking little adventure. That was when I went off to live in a monastery for a little while, up on the Isle, not the Isle of Skye, the Isle of Iona, and I went and stayed in a monastery. That was really cool, and very, very peaceful. Very, very. It was like it was strange. You couldn't take your vehicle over. You had to cross the water on a ferry, and as you stepped onto the island, it felt like you were stepping into this bubble, this little sanctuary. Absolutely amazing sensation, and it was like being on another world while you were there. Really amazing, so peaceful, and the fact that because it's on the west coast of Scotland, they actually get a lot of nice weather right on the west coast, because it's something to do with the jet stream or the Gulf Stream. I'm not sure which one, and the waters are almost like a Mediterranean blue. That sort of aquamarine colour. And the sand is beautiful white. It's an amazing place. Thoroughly recommend the west coast of Scotland. And I intend to actually go and do a tour there at some point. Probably when I get my next van. I want to get a kind of a newer van. And I got my eye on the Iveco Daily, the new shape one. They're a little bit expensive at the moment, but there again, I've probably got another 5 years in this thing yet. I don't know, it's on such low mileage, but we'll see how the mood goes. But I'm kind of getting in the mood to build another one now. But what I ultimately want actually is I don't want to build it at my house, because I know I upset a lot of my neighbours with all the noise, and rightly so. I mean, I was out there for like a month solid with power tools and everything. And what I would really like to do is get some sort of a unit, I don't know, on a farm or something like that, and just hire a unit, like a business unit, for a month, and then literally just go there and do it there. And that's pretty much what I'm hoping I'm going to do. So I could, I'll take all my tools there with me or whatever, and maybe even stay there until it's done. I don't know. I'll figure something out, sort of nearer the time. But yeah, I'm falling in love with the Iveco Daily, the new shape one. But like I say, it's a little bit dear at the moment. So I'll wait for them to come down in price. Or get a used one that's cheaper than a new one. Alright, let's go in here now. See what's what. Ah, there's a little space there that's just become available. That's good. Right, better go on pay and display, and I'll catch up with you in a minute. Ah, yeah, that covers me for an hour. There we go. Cool. Right, let's go for a walk. Aha. We have ourselves a beach. Sorry, no worries. Wow, that's a really big beach. There we go. Tide's well out. No, not been to this beach before. Right then, there we go. See, back at the van. Right, we're back in the van. I just wanted a quick look, see what it was all about. It's just a really big expanse of sand. That'd be a great place to bring a drone, I think. I'm going to head back to Moyle Grove. In fact, it should be on here. Clear route. Navigate to recent destination. Should be on here, shouldn't it? Moyle Grove. And when I hit Moyle Grove, I'm going to take that right turn and follow that road around to see whether it works or not. Moyle Grove, there we go. Moyle Grove, fastest route. Cool. Okay, let's go back there, shall we? So, back up into the clouds we go. There's a car right behind me. In fact, I'll put my lights off while I'm backing up. Oop, there we go. Need to go round, so is that going to go? Yeah, we're going to fit. That's great. Okay. Watch out for all the people. Am I going to make it? No, I'm not. So it's got this turning circle of the QE2, this thing has. There we go. All little kids with their buckets and spades. It's hardly bucket and spade weather though, is it? You need your jacket. Although the thing is, it's warm. Oh, behave yourself, little kid. It is very muggy actually. But it's just not bright. Right, where am I going? Oh, done. I think I need to go back up that way, don't I? I think that's the way I came in. Yes, I do. So, we're heading back up into the hills on this little windy road. If I'm quite honest, I quite enjoy the adventure of driving up on little roads like this. Definitely definitely keeps your wits about you. I mean, look how narrow this is. This has gone really steep again. It's about feels like about a 40-degree incline. In second gear, I then changed into third because by the time I got it into third, I'll be at a stop. Let's go for third. I've got to slow down again for the corner. Back to second. Honey and rhubarb, duck eggs, preserves, beeswax and candles. I'd like to do that one day, you know, have a little farm or a little house in the country, and have maybe a little shed or something where I sell beeswax and you know, natural products. That would be quite cool. Well, I think I'd probably have an honesty box rather than be sat there all day, because that would just be like a ball and chain, wouldn't it? But I think I'd build like a little bus shelter and have a little table, and then I'll have a few little products laid out and a little honesty box and a little price list, and I think that would be quite cool. Wow, this is tight. Okay, we've got to go that way. There's a dead end up there. There's a pathway down there. Always curious when I get to the bottom of valleys. This is obviously not the bottom of a valley, but whenever I'm in the bottom of a valley, there's usually a river, and sometimes they can make for really good filming. But the problem usually is not having anywhere to pull over and park, because they're normally roads like this. Get out of the way, little bird. They're normally really narrow roads like this, and there's just no way you can stop on a road like this, you know, and actually leave the vehicle. And most of the places where you can usually pull in and pull over are normally passing places which you can't stop on either. Still climbing uphill. Here's the fog again. It's not so steep this time. I've actually got into third gear. Can I stay in third? I don't like to fall below 2,000 revs when I'm putting the engine under strain. Especially these traffics, because their gearboxes are prone to going, so I don't like to put the gearbox under pressure. There we go. There's the, I mean, you can see the fog or the cloud just waving by. See, it's going at a rate of knots, to be honest. There's all sorts of things growing in the hedgerows wild here. I bet there's some really good medicinal herbs in these hedgerows. All sorts of these look like foxgloves everywhere, these big tall things growing wild. One of the issues Wales has got, not so much in the south, but in the north, is rhododendrons. Rhododendrons are just absolutely going berserk in Wales. They're taking over so much of the landmass, and I mean, they're a real nuisance plant now, because they're killing off all the indigenous plants. But it's quite spectacular to behold. If you go there at the right time of year, there was just, all you can see for as far as the eyes can see is like these pink and purple colours covering all the hills where all these rhododendron flowers are out. And it looks amazing, but it's incredibly devastating to the local plant life, which is quite sad, really. And I don't even think rhododendron is a native plant to this country. I'm not sure. I bet Sean from the Hort channel will be able to tell me about that. But yeah, I think it was one of those imported plants from faraway lands. Well, we're all looking very misty and cloudy here. It's getting thicker, although it's not as thick as it was yesterday. That was pretty intense yesterday. Literally, I could only see about as far as where that sign is. Okay, I've got to go straight on here. Oh, it's a dead end. Ah! Ooh. Let me go backwards. There we go. We got activity detected at home. Ooh, I better have a look at that. I think it'll probably, if I can pull over and I'll double check. I've got let's just pull in over here for a second. Hope I've not got burglars. I've got a security camera system at home that keeps an eye on the place, and it alerts me if there's anything moving around inside the house. It shouldn't be, but the sun keeps going light and bright, light and dark. So obviously fast moving clouds over the sun shining in, and that's triggering it. There's certainly no movement there. Yeah, it's just a change in the light. Just getting to the ends. Yeah, last night I had an alert, and it was a moth flew past the camera, and that alerted me. No, that's fine. Okay, cool. Right. Anyway, let's get on. Nothing coming. That's good. Yeah, I've recently installed a system of security cameras in the house, basically for when I'm away, and they're because the technology's come on so well now. They actually alert you if they detect any movement in your street. I mean, basically, if anybody moves even near my house, I get to know about it, and I can then determine if there's a course of action to be taken or not. And that it covers not only the inside of the house, but it also covers the approach to the house as well. So it's I'm sort of thankful for that kind of technology, because it gives you a bit of peace of mind. Although I haven't actually got a lot to nick, because most of the technology comes with me. So with cameras and everything, I always bring with me if I'm going away. So literally, all I got is a telly and maybe an Xbox, and that's about it. Yeah, not only would I get a burglar's picture, but I'd also they'd go away with not a lot in their in their swag bag either. So, but it's not too bad, because I basically live on a street full of old people who never go away. So they're all retired. So there's always somebody around. So I'm kind of very fortunate to live in a place like that. I know one of the issues when I talk about moving out to a place in the sticks, I know one of the issues is security. Lots of houses get burgled out in the sticks, because I guess they're easy pickings, especially if nobody's home. And that is one of the sort of worries if I was going to get a place out in the middle of nowhere, which you know, I'm still not sure if I want that. I mean, from a romanticised point of view, a place out in the middle of nowhere I would love. You know, I like the idea of not having neighbours, but from a practical point of view, from someone who lives in probably one of the most convenient places on the planet, basically everything is nearby where I live, and if I need anything, I'm minutes away from it, and that, you know, that includes doctor's surgeries, dentists, anything like that, or if I need equipment or goods or whatever, literally I'm minutes away from a place to buy them. It's incredibly convenient. I get really fast internet as well, something again you don't get out in the country. So you know, to go from that life of total convenience to a life living out in the sticks, I'm thinking from a practical sense of view, yeah, I mean, like I say, from a romanticised point of view, lovely, great, couldn't think of anything better. But from an actual practical hands-on living perspective, I think it would be a bit of a shock to the system, and I'm not sure, once that novelty factor has worn off, I'm not sure if it's something that I would be as enthusiastic about. So I suppose the only other option is to just, when you feel like, you know, escaping and running off to the country, is just get a holiday house like I've done today. Just rent one out for a week or two until the novelty's worn off, and you go back home again. I don't know, just thinking aloud. I mean, it would be nice to own 2 properties, but I'm just not plush enough to do that. This is a really, really steep turn. Look at this, first gear. Woo. If I get that at the wrong angle, I'll tip the van over. Oh, car tanking up here at a rate of knots. They're very skilled, these Welsh, aren't they? Just driving around really fast while us tourists tend to lunge and lollop around trying to figure out these big roads. Right, here we go. We're now in Moyle Grove. I keep calling it Molly Grove. Now there's a turn on the right I'm going to try. Nice little filmy bit there, but again it's a case of where I can park. There's a little car park there. Is that like a village centre car park, or is that a car park for a place? I don't know. Right, I'm going to try turning down here. Oh, if I don't tip the van over. Oh, I thought I was going to tip the van over then. That was quite an angle. Now this little ribbon of road should go all the way down and then all the way back up and rejoin that road we've just left. But it should get really close to the coast. So let's go and have a look and see if there's anywhere to park, anywhere to film. Oh, I love these mystery tours, don't you? It's a nice little house. Quite like to live in a place like that. Who'd live in a place like this? Right, shouldn't be too far. I can see the coast. I just hope it's not too hilly. Oh, the van should hopefully deal with it. Oh, it's pretty much, well, it takes up the footprint of a large car. Well, maybe it's a little bit longer than that. Oh, I had a close-up look at the new shaped Mustang the other day, and I've always liked the new shaped Mustang. I'm not going to get one. I know someone who is getting one though. They've actually got their name down for it, and it's going to be delivered in about 2 months' time. But I've looked at all the pictures and it looks gorgeous, but I actually saw it up close and personal the other day, and it looks 10 times better in the flesh than it does in the pictures. It's just got this real imposing look to it, and I must admit I was quite impressed. And the Mustang's supposed to be like a muscle car for the working man, isn't it? And I think they start at about 35,000, which for a really, really sort of posh car is there we go. There's the cove down there. It's not massive amounts. I mean, it's still blooming expensive, but it sort of puts it within reach of the man in the street or the woman in the street, if that makes any sense. Well, that's the theory anyway. I say it's still too rich for my blood, but look, I've got a place to. Can I park there, or is that just a passing place? Would I be annoying anyone if I just stop here for a minute? Oh, good grief! That's not really a beach, is it? That's all. That's all green, slippery gunge. I wouldn't dare walk on that. That would be disastrous. Yeah, I think I'll not be going down there. I can just imagine just slipping over on that lot. But I'll tell you what though, that would be lovely if that was a beach. well, you know, a sandy beach. Right. Well, this is the bit where it touches the water and then it goes back inland again. So I've seen what I needed to see. There we go. Happy, safe, good. Right. It's not really. Oh, I don't know. I mean, there's a bit of wildlife on the rocks there. I mean, I could go in and film that if I could get down there. There was a. That's a fun. I'm gonna go out and have a look. Hang on. Let me have a quick look. See what's what. I shall. Oh, that'd be alright. That'd be alright. Let me have a quick look. I saw a little entrance down here. I don't know if it's just to a private. It was a private entrance. There's a public. Oh, it's a public footpath. I thought it was an entrance down to a farm. That's planning. Right, so you've got a public walk down here. Oh, there is an entrance to a house as well. Slipway access, no parking. Okay, so alright, I see. It just goes down there and ends up on the beach. And yeah, I think I'll. I'm not going to go down there now. I can see a little river going on. A little, some water down there. Look at all the horse's tail. This is great. If you've got split ends or you've got bad hair, if you make up a concoction of this stuff, it's really good for the hair. It's also good for the teeth and the nails. If you, I think, if you drink it in a tea, I'll have to double check that. But yeah, it's horse's tail. It's growing wild. Cool. Looks like I've got wild roses here too. There's little rose bushes. No. Oh, there's a few little roses there. Very quiet here. Nobody here. But yeah, it might be. There's lots of wildflowers and things, so it might be worth getting the camera out. Lots of see all the pink colours. I don't think see all the different colours, pinks and yellows, all wild grasses and flowers going on over there. Looks rather nice. And there's looks like a walkway going up there, so you can go among them. So I might come back here and might see if I can do a little bit of filming, especially where you've got the sea crashing up against the rocks there. That could be quite good. Yeah, all right. I'm gonna. Well, I know where this place is on the map, so I can come back here. I'm gonna wait for a better day, but hopefully, might be able to get something here. That'd be nice. Right, let's move on. Right, so this is definitely a place for filming. Now we're on a Sunday and there are no cars here, so that either means not a lot of people know about this place, or it's just not that appealing to many. Because it is a bit rocky in that, but I can still get some good filming from that. It's just a case of using the zoom and you know. Oh, there's more parking here. Yeah, it's just a case of getting more zoom, using the zoom, and determining your shots. I'm going to have a quick look down here. Want to come along? Right, let's go again. It's very sheltered here. There's no wind about, which is nice. You may have noticed I've got the little the foam bit on my mic. That's because every time I went outside and it was windy, the wind would blow on it and make it harder to hear what I was saying. So, this is rather nice. Very rugged. I might have to set the camera. Actually, there's some nice shots there. Maybe even with the seagulls and the Maybe there's got to be some wildlife camping up in those cliffs. This is pretty, this looks pretty treacherous. Not sure I'm going to be clambering too much over these. Looks very wet actually. I'm going to have to be careful. Go a little way on. Well, it's very rugged. I love this coastline area. That looks like a giant cave. I don't even see that in where this thing juts out. There looks like a big cave on the end of it. Very cool. So there's more little caves down underneath. Sea's got a little bit of a slightly bluish colour tinge, like a bluish greenish tinge, which is good. That'll be obviously more if the sun's shining. We got blue sky. That'll be a lot bluer. So I think I really like the idea of filming those rocks, just zooming in and just getting the waves sort of just ebbing and flowing over the rocks there. I think I can get some nice footage. I would like to get closer, but I'm not an idiot. I just don't want to get involved with these rocks. These look absolutely lethal. They're really sharp. So I'm going to have to sit back here and get what I can from the tripod. I'm not going to do it today, but I've marked this place to come back here, like I say, as soon as the weather's better. I'm just hearing some big guns in the background going off. Like boom, boom. Must be some military thing going on. Very cool. Like it. There we go. Oh, that's really good. I was hoping to find a place where I could film the water that's not too far away from the van, because I don't want to lug. The camera equipment's really, really heavy, and especially the tripod. I don't really want to lug it too far. What I will do is I'll have a quick look up here as well. Just up this little hill, see if I can get some better vantage points. It's all very, very rugged here. And it's, pretty slippery as well, so I'm going to be a little bit careful here. Stick to the path that the local mountain goats have made by the looks of it. There we go. That's better. I've got a better look at that now. Actually, this reminds me a little bit of Peveril Point down at Swanage. It doesn't look, I mean, it's not exactly the same, but it's the way the sea is on the rocks. It's a little bit like that at Peveril and Swanage. Let's have a look over here. See what we've got. Aha! I see nesting birds on that rock sticking out there. Oh wow! Oh, there's a lot going on here. I'm not too near the edge, but got a cave. We got. I need some binoculars or a zoom lens to find out what those birds are. I'm assuming seagulls and something else. Not sure. Oh, it's all very rugged here, isn't it? It's lovely. Yeah, I'm not going any nearer than that. I generally like to stay at least my own height away from the edge. That way if I do fall over, I'm not going to go over. Yes, this is lovely. This is so rugged. I love the whole rugged thing. I can get some really, really good footage from here. So I'm just waiting for that sunshine, which is, you can see it's almost trying to break through. Wow, that might be worth sticking around. might actually see some sunshine here. I mean, see a little bit of blue sky over there and up there. It's almost like it's just kind of burning off the mist. Don't know. We've still got those clouds over there though. But and you can see the mist coming. It almost sort of makes it look a bit prehistoric with all the mist coming in over there. But I'll tell you what, looks like some nasty currents out there. As you can see where the foam is on the water, and I'm not sure if that's waves. I don't think it's waves breaking, but I'm not really sure I'd want to be in the water down there. I think that would be very interesting. But I just love that sound. I'm not sure if you're going to get this on this little mic. It's just that constant sound of the waves, that white noise. It's absolutely. I could sit here and fall asleep to that sound. It's gorgeous. Yeah, I'm glad I found this place. I've not been here before. But definitely got to get some footage of that rugged zone up there, and maybe some zoom in on some of the waves, just kind of crashing over rocks. That's very, very mesmerising. It'd be perfect for our meditation type videos. Oh, right then, let's get the air conditioning on. It's getting really, really muggy. I'm all clammy. My skin's all like slightly sweaty. I'm gonna have to get the aircon on. I think I'm going to be heading back home now. Navigate to recent destination, Parag Road, Newport. There we go. Let's take the shortest route. There we go. If I take the shortest route, it's letting me hug the coast, so could make an interesting little drive back. So let's give it a go, shall we? The blue sky's coming out already. That I'll go home and get the camera gear. We'll see. We're here for a week. We know we're going to be getting better weather later in the week, so I'll be patient. Today we're just chilling out, to be honest, because it was quite a long journey yesterday, and we've just kind of needed to be able to switch off. So for me, driving around and doing this is kind of, for me, this is switching off. Wow, this is really, really steep again. Come on, girl, come on. Second gear. That's right. When the van's under pressure, like on the hill, I'm trying to keep the revs above 2,000. Don't want to get them below. Kind of working on the theory of the bicycle. You know, if you try pulling away on a bicycle, say you got like a mountain bike or something with 20 odd gears or 21 gears. If you put it in the highest gear and then you try pulling away from a standing start, you've got to push so hard on the pedals just to sort of get to get going. And that's kind of what I'm thinking with regard to these gearboxes. If you're pulling away, you know, in such a high gear, the pressure on the engine and the gearbox is, well, not on the engine but on the gearbox, is just really a lot. So I think by keeping the revs higher, it's a lot easier, and hopefully will prolong the life of the gearbox. All theory, of course, but I don't know, sometimes my theories work out, other times they don't. Wow, anyway, I'm really glad I found that little area there, and it's now in the sat nav as well, so I can come straight back here, and I can see me spending almost a whole day here just filming. I think the first thing I do when I come to film is put the kettle on, make a cup of tea, and I'll let the camera run, because normally when I record stock footage, I used to do like 2 minutes at a time, but because of the nature of the work we do on the other channel, I now depending on the shot, I'll sometimes do 10-15 minutes, but as a standard now, even for a basic shot, even if it's just like a close-up of a flower, I'll still do a minimum of 5 minutes. And so obviously filming stock footage does take a lot of time, and so you know, you got to find things to do while the camera's running, taking it shot. So for me, the thing I do well is make and drink tea, which is not a bad little hobby, I don't think. I think we keep talking about having some sort of a meal tonight, probably going out for a meal. I'm not sure. I'm not hungry at all at the moment. I had a nice breakfast earlier and got up quite late as well. But we had, like I say, we had fish and chips takeaway from the pub round the corner, and for fish and chips 3 times and chicken and chips, the blooming bill was nearly 40 quid. So we might have to find a different place, because that's a lot. I think I've only ever paid about £5 for fish and chips before. I haven't actually seen a fish and chip shop yet. I'll take another look when I drive back through the town to where I live. I'm only 13 minutes away. So anyway, I'm only a few minutes from home now, or my temporary home for this week. So I suppose I ought to sign off. I've been waffling on and on. I have no idea how long this video's gone on for. Probably far too long. But hopefully it's been a little bit interesting, or you know, sort of something a little bit different. So yeah. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Have a great rest of the day, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.